Man, it's a bummer. My eyesight used to be so good, but I'm losing it. It's getting blurry. It's getting blurry. All right, let's get started as everyone's piling in here. As always, let's go ahead and view the slideshow.
Did you end up wearing my seven?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Where's everybody? Is everyone sneaking in late? Maybe? Walking in slowly? Well, there's going to be less competition for winning some games. So, Shauna,
Yes, good morning.
let's play some Price is Right.
Let's play Price is Right. So if you won last week, Mike has your gift cards. So for this week, let's start it off. All right, are we ready? First one is East Lancaster, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, built in 2011, 1,700 square feet. Don't look at the address. 7,000 square foot lot.
Not bad.
East
Not bad.
Lancaster? Oh gosh.
Pretty yard.
East Lancaster, right? Yes. Backyard needs help.
I don't know if I would have included that photo. I think I would have just not had a backyard photo.
Just think of the possibilities.
Yeah. Think of all the possibilities.
All right, so what do
East
we got?
Lancaster, 1,700 square feet. 2011. It's pretty new.
Let me see, I'm gonna write it down there.
All right, what are you guys thinking in here?
What are you playing?
We got 450, 545, 430, 500, 496. Yeah, a lot of people playing those two. 460. You guys can't sit next to each other and put the exact same price.
I don't know.
434.
444.
$1.
What are you thinking?
More.
$1 more.
Oh,
You do 130.
425.
I was thinking.
Where's your guess? You gotta guess. If you're in the room, you gotta guess.
415. All right.
Are we ready?
That's what I guess.
I don't know what do you know.
I don't know the prices. Are we ready for the first price? And it is
Actual retail price without going over. 4.6. You both got to see cheaters over there. Cheaters! I've never seen it.
Ramsey's
Should've
put the
gone
slides
$1
together.
higher.
If I would have gone higher, would
I know.
Shenanigans.
I said.
Anybody have
I
460 on Zoom?
Anyone get 460 on Zoom?
No.
No one got it exactly. 450. Close. All right, what's this next one?
Now it's East Palmdale, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 4 bath, built in 2011, 3,000 square foot on 8,400
I
square
like how they
foot.
even lit up the garage lights.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Wow, that's a big TV. Yeah, Ferris does a good job.
All right. Is that a TV? Is that put there?
Wow, it looks like a chalkboard.
I don't know, that might be a chalkboard or something. I don't know.
Chalkboard.
Nice
Pretty
picture.
That doesn't look like a
Nice
TV.
kitchen.
Maybe
That
it
looks
is.
like a TV.
Definitely is a 5.
Well, it's just a weird spot. No, I guess that works for a TV spot.
East Palmdale, 5 bedrooms.
All right, what do you guys think?
All right, let's see. No backyard, huh?
Nope. Well, they probably didn't have a nice backyard, so they didn't hit it.
Probably had no backyard at
Yeah.
all.
3,000 square feet home on an
545.
8,000 square foot lot.
Yeah, you never tell on Zoom. We got 650 on Zoom.
575.
598.
585.
You guys are different this time.
Guesses?
545.
510. 580. 525. 530. What do you got? 540.
654.
545.
654.
Oh, I have my guess
610.
down.
What do you got, Autumn? What would you list the house for? 625. All right, actual
All right.
retail price without going over is.
550.
545.
Is that what you got?
545.
540.
540, 545.
We got
540. Bertha
545.
Lopez got 540 also.
545.
What do you got, 545?
545.
Who got 545?
545. Who's on Zoom with 545?
Who got it?
Irma, good job. All right.
Good Irma.
See?
Bird.
Finally.
Oh,
I
nice.
said 545.
525.
All right, last one on the list today. Okay. West
Nice
Palmdale,
one story.
3 bedrooms, 2 baths, built in 1990.
That's what I'm talking about. 2,500 square foot lot with a huge, or I mean,
This is-
15,000 square foot lot.
Good morning.
What's up, buddy?
Yes.
How's it going?
Now, this is my house.
That's nice.
I put there.
I like those windows, that's
Very
nice.
pretty.
Those chairs are not really
I don't
there.
want to clean those windows.
That is digitally staged.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Well, they're doing a great job.
Okay, so.
So cool.
That bed is not there either.
That bed's not there?
No.
There's a shadow behind it and everything.
I know, they do a good job with the digital staging. That tree's not there.
Yeah.
That little thing to the right's not there.
Okay, what's the price?
Okay, wait a minute.
All right, what do we got on Zoom? We got 565. It is in
What do we
West
got?
Palmdale.
What do you have? Let me see, you have the same number too?
What do we got on Zoom? 699. All right, let me see.
Up 45th Street, 4568.
That's in my neighborhood.
600, I think.
All right, how many gas down?
650, 689.9, 690. You guys, come on now. 585, 572, 575, 575,
No.
670.
Ramsey, it's only 2,300 square feet, bro.
But the lot is huge.
All right,
I
actual.
got it. Okay.
Unless I'm tripping.
Actual retail price
Let's
is
see, let's see.
6.
Oh!
You almost got it,
What
bro.
do you have?
Wow.
670, you're over by 3,000.
6.4 what? Someone at 665? Who, what?
Anyone on Zoom, there's 690, that's over.
Sam gets no, we're at a 6.
575, Leslie.
We have a 640. Anybody over 640? Sam did
650. 650.
Sam don't count. Congratulations.
650 right here.
Oh, 650.
Sorry.
I said 705. I was way off. Congratulations.
Way off.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. So we will be running a contest in December. We'll be putting out the details, but every time you put on track on the contract and show us, we will actually put you in for a raffle to win tickets to either a basketball game or hockey.
Kings?
Oh, Ramsey's gonna win. Yes.
Dang, now I gotta-
What up? What are you? Go the Ducks?
I don't know.
You go the Ducks?
I don't follow hockey. Yes. Oh,
The Kings.
The Kings. Yes.
I'm in. I'm in with the Kings.
Yep.
Me and Ramsey are going.
There you go. So.
You're a Kings fan too?
On the contract, all you have
No,
to
we
do
do.
is just take a picture of that part, text me, email it to me with the address, and we'll enter you into win tickets to either a basketball game or a Kings hockey game.
Wait, what do we have to do?
Wait,
On track.
Who would want to go watch the Lakers lose when you can go watch the Kings win?
exactly. What are the seats? Like, I see.
Wait,
What kind of
you're not sure. Good seats?
On the glass?
Dang.
I don't
On the
know.
glass. I heard it. You heard it.
Alright, glass.
On the glass.
I have a good question.
Yes, is this for open escrows or just simply we're making offers?
This one is just making offers.
Becky, I'm gonna write you so many offers next month. You're gonna get offer after offer after offer. I have to have some integrity around it. Integrity around it.
Garrett, that property's not on the market.
It's a good offer.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, Shauna.
Thank you, Shauna, as always. All right, we got some fun stuff to talk about. Jackie, are you coming up?
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
What
Welcome.
is this? This is not a.
That's not the right one. Oh, I moved the wrong one forward. Hold on. Please hold.
We're not speaking.
Yeah, no, you are. I
There's
grabbed the
a lot on
wrong
these
one and
slides.
moved it forward. There it is.
Okay.
All right. Jackie and Becky?
All right, guys, who's seen this flyer? Raise your hands.
I have.
Because everybody should have seen this, right? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So guys, we have partnered up with SAVES. SAVES is the South Antelope Valley Emergency Services to collect, hopefully, 400 Thanksgiving meals this
Nice.
by actually Wednesday. Right?
Next
By Wednesday of
By
next week.
What?
Next week.
Yes.
And
So
we're
guys,
really well under control.
I know, really well. We will be taking donations from now up until the 16th. They can bring them here to the office. If they do not have the time to go and buy the items that you see, which are the boxed mashed potatoes, canned gravy, the cranberry sauce, these items that you see, that you can donate $10 and that'll feed one family, okay? Do we have the QR code?
I don't know, I just texted for
Well,
that.
the QR code was supposed to be somewhere, but if not, we will get that for you guys. And then we'll go shopping for you. So we will be shopping next week, probably Monday. We're gonna be going and getting everything. So if you don't have a Venmo, or don't have a Zelle, just give us the money and we're gonna go and get that for you guys, okay? The following day on the 17th, we will be meeting here to organize and sort through everything. We're gonna be meeting in the other training room at 4 p.m. So if anybody wants to help, that's what we'll be doing on the 17th, which is Thursday. Friday, we'll be meeting back here at 8:30 in the morning to load up the truck and take it to safes,
Beautiful.
okay?
So, I have a question.
Yes.
This weekend, I need to lead generate because I'm in Bold and I need to talk to a lot of people. Could I print this flyer and then go ask my neighbors? for-
100%. This is a conversation starter, guys. Why aren't you using this to reach out to your friends, past clients, or even future clients? This is a great way to start a conversation. So yes,
Got another question.
yes,
I'm just way too busy. Can I just donate more than $10 and just help out?
absolutely.
Marvin, he's not in here, but, oh yes, he is in here. Marvin, you're blending into the chair. Marvin donated, and we're so grateful for
Yes,
it.
thank you, Marvin. Yay! And also, so the office and Amon, and I think that there's a couple people, Sam, Amy, they've already donated $460. So we're taking all of that money and we're gonna go shopping with that, okay, guys? So,
The QR code is not
it is up now.
If anyone feels it on your heart, please, $10 goes a long way.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Any other questions? You just pull out your phone, I think, and then take it.
We'll be
your
posting
camera.
on the social media the times that we're gonna be sorting, the distributing, so if you guys wanna be a part of that, you can also.
If they have cash now, you can take
Yeah,
it
if you guys
now,
have cash now, we'll take it. Does anybody have cash?
Where's Sally?
Cash? What is cash?
I mean, if
I
we're,
think that is from
Like, I
Venmo.
transfer it to you somehow?
no, like actual physical.
Oh, I don't know
No,
what that is.
that's not, don't look at that.
Here,
Don't
Jackie.
work here.
Thank you, George!
Yeah, I
Yay,
don't know what
thank you,
happened.
thank you.
What?
Yeah,
QR
it takes
code's
you to
gonna
the
be-
chili cook-off. Just to remember the good times we
Guys, we
had.
just got $100 from George.
Thanks, George.
Thank you, guys. If you have any other questions, please feel,
So
free to
these
reach
are
out
around
to
the
me
office,
directly
right?
or
So
Becky.
I can walk around and scan the barcode around the office. So if I want to give money right now, is it around the office there?
Yeah, they have it in the front, front desk, Mon will have it.
Okay, so the QR code is not
And the
working
Venmo,
here.
it's not like us, it actually is.
It goes directly to the office Venmo, so it's not like our personal. Okay,
Very
Just
cool.
in case.
yeah.
Thanks, ladies. Appreciate you. All right, and I personally love to be ambitiously lazy.
Yes.
So if I could do one thing that helps do 6 things at once, I'm going to do it. So if I could do something that helps the Thanksgiving food drive, but also helps me prospect for my business, I'm gonna do that. It's a much easier way to talk to people. Go ahead, Becky.
I was just gonna make a comment. Yesterday, Jenny's not here, but she sent out a mass text. We kind of just created one simple text, sent it out to everybody, people she hadn't talked to in a really long time. She got over 20 responses to that text. And they clearly know that she's in business. That's the
It's-
beauty behind it. You truly wanted to.
It says KW at the top.
Yeah, it's just,
It,
makes it easy.
we get nervous, I talk to people all the time, I don't know what to say to my clients, I don't know what to do. Yet we don't take the easy button is, hey, we're raising, we don't want anyone to go hungry for Thanksgiving. So, we love your support. By the way, it says Keller Williams on there, know what you're doing. So take advantage of these stuff. I'm sorry? Put your card on it, walk around your neighborhood, drop off flyers. Say, take a bag, walk around and put a bag in this little flyer and say, please, whatever you have extra would be great. I'll be by tomorrow to pick it up, leave it out by your front door. I don't know, get creative, figure out something to make that, bring those in so we can help people during the time. It's a great cause, and the SAVES program is great, so thank you ladies for that. That's for KW Cares, always making sure they get that. Get out of the way, so I don't trip over that. Awesome, all right, now let me go back because we had a little bit of a, we put the potluck, it was me. I quickly grabbed it because they were gonna go first and then I grabbed the wrong slide. East Side Auto. East He's like, don't make me talk, don't make me talk, don't make me talk. We have a Thanksgiving potluck Friday, 5 o'clock, November 18th. So bring your favorite dish if you guys would like to join over at the east side. If your home is still over here, you're welcome to bring a dish and join the fellowship over there. It's a great time. Is it, Otto, are you guys doing, is it just any dish or was it back from your heritage dish? Or was that last
Any
time?
dish.
Any dish is fine. All right, so yeah, bring anything if you'd like to join over there. Did I miss anything with that? Awesome. All right, we got a message from Mark King. Let's go ahead and listen to him real quick.
Hello, Keller Williams, Mark King here with Keller Williams Realty International, and I can't believe it's already November. It's my favorite time of the year. So excited about the holidays. And speaking of the holidays, a couple things for us to remember. One is you can put your admin duties on autopilot by using Command. Check that out. As always, we believe God, family, then business, and we want you to have all the well-deserved time off you can have with your family and your faith over the holidays. I also want to bring up the point that we are headed into some rocky times. And how do you solve rocky times in our business? It's focus on the listings, right? It's what programs are you thinking of? Are you thinking of it differently? Are you doubling down on lead generation? Have you looked into 72 Sold or Rise or some other lead generation opportunities for your listings? I wish all of you amazing holidays. I know you're going to have a great time off. And by the way, just a little plug here, family reunions right around the corner. And you know what makes a great holiday gift? A family reunion ticket. We'll see you all there. Happy holidays, everyone.
Thanks, Mark. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I shouldn't be in charge.
I heard that one. That was loud. Oh, just go.
Hello.
Oh, there we go. Okay, guys, I know last week, I believe JD talked about this a little bit, but we just want to keep it forefront. One of our former family members, Kit, and I'm sure you guys heard about the story that happened. It's a tragedy that happened actually not too far away from here, where unfortunately they passed away. If you'd like to donate, they are looking for a GoFundMe to help with funeral costs and stuff like that. But Ken was with us for about 3 years. So I'm sure you've heard about it. We've been sending some stuff out, but it's a sad time, and please be praying for their family. And if you'd like to help donate, there's the QR code for you. We also have it on our social media page as well.
Garrett, you might want to tell the story a little bit on what happened. I don't know that everyone knows.
Okay. So he was. I don't want to mess it up. I don't know it 100%, but he was in an altercation, and he was stabbed, wasn't he?
Both of them were.
And
Yeah.
his daughter.
And his daughter, yeah,
Repeatedly,
At Kohl's.
at Kohl's parking lot down the way.
at
So
11:30 in the morning.
you heard it on the news. That was one of our family members, our previous family members that was with us. So yeah, I think it was pretty tragic, and it was all over the news of what happened. So I don't want to go too far into the details because I'm not 100% on all the details yet. So I don't want to make sure I say anything wrong. But yeah, it's pretty tragic. Okay, guys, just as a reminder, tomorrow you're welcome to come in, but we won't be here. So make sure your Brevo pass is up to date. You can scan and open the door, work away, meet with your clients as normal. But staff will not be here. We'll be at home celebrating Veterans Day and Remembrance of Veterans Day. So we won't be here, but the office is for yours to use. So make sure your Brevo pass is up to date. Everything is working. Weekly contracts class, Thursday, 1 o'clock with George. George, has our contracts changed in the last couple of years?
Oh, yes, they have.
Have they changed a bunch?
Quite, yes, absolutely.
Guys, they're going to be changing again. So there's a lot of lawsuits going on currently with National Association of Realtors, with people suing about the sellers having to pay commission. And Marvin's been at the car forms committee. He's seen what's going on. There are some big changes that is going to impact the way we do business. For example, putting in the commission amount that the seller will have to agree to give out to the buyer on the car form, right? On the RPA, you're going to have to put in there the commission at the top of what that looks like. So there's going to be a lot of changes over the next
It's actually in the listing contract.
It's in the listing contract as well, right, what they're gonna give over to
You
the.
want to pay the buyer's agent, yes or no, and then how much?
Yep. So they have to
Good
agree to
luck
it.
with
Yep. Carr's trying to get ahead of the, what we expect the Department of Justice to come down on.
They're all gonna
and
put them.
they expect the Department of Justice to come down pretty hard on National Association of Realtors, and Carr's trying to get ahead of that by including that in the listing agreement. So there's gonna be some challenges with that and conversations and dialogue that we're gonna have to overcome. So George is amazing at teaching the contract. A lot of us feel uncomfortable with the contract, so even if you've been in real estate for a long time, come in, learn the contract. As it changes, we'll be changing what's going on with that. He's being up to date with it, so take advantage of it.
2-hour class, by the way.
2-hour class. All right, Shift Happens. Pretty excited for this, guys. I'm going to be hosting a Shift Happens panel for the board. We were able to get the deputy chief economist from Carr. And when we reached out to him, one of the requirements is that he said there had to be 150 people there. And I said, shh, we'll have 200. So I need all of you to make sure you're there. It's going to be at the Rancho Vista Golf Course. We have our very own Anusha is going to be there. Christina Queen from Remax is going to be there. Maxie Case from Century 21 and Joy Colvin from Brookshire Hathaway are going to be there. We're going to be talking about the shifting market. All four of these ladies did some sort of specialty during the last shift, or one things that they focused on, from REO to investors to short sales. So they're going to be sharing their experience and what that was like. You got a question, Marvin?
Yeah, who's hosting this?
Yours truly. Yeah, me. I'll be there. And it's going to just be a panel, so we can take from what their experiences and learn. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll have some appetizers. The first 100 people will get a free drink. So be one of the first 100. We actually already do have about 130 people RSVP'd. And this is for everyone, not just Keller Williams. So I would love to see most of our KW family there taking advantage. It's going to be a lot of fun. So please come next Wednesday from 3 to 5. Y'all gonna be there? Yeah.
So you get the free drink, you have to sign up the first 100, or they'll show up the first 100?
Show up the first 100.
Got it. I'll be there.
It's free.
It's free.
No, like, register now. It's
Register now, it's free. Scan the codes, make sure you're coming, because we want to make sure we secure enough spots and seats and everything and have it planned. Typically, realtors just show up. Like Marvin will just show up and like, we didn't plan for Marvin.
No. I'll actually be racing in Mexico, so.
Oh, he'll be in Mexico. He'll be missing out on a great shift class. Rancho Vista Golf Course, 3 o'clock. The Deputy Chief Economist is going to be giving an update on the economy. That's going to start right about 3:15. So make sure you're there, don't be late. And then right after he's finished, we're going to have the ladies come up and give their experience on the last shift. You guys excited about this? I'm excited about this. There's a lot of work to put this together.
I will be there.
I'm excited.
I'm excited. I'm excited you're excited.
Somebody's there already.
You're- All right, food drive, we already did that one. Next week, guys, we'll be doing our lower end awards for October awards, 10 o'clock. We have a guest coming talking about another easy button for you to contact your database. They'll be bringing food. Did you guys know that California Edison has a program where they have to give back to energy efficient products to your house?
Yes, I did know that.
You did know that. I had them come out and give me a brand new smart thermostat and
Yes.
change the motor on my HVAC, my heater.
Wow, how did you do
And
that?
it didn't cost me anything.
Nothing.
And he's gonna come in and show you how you can do that. And JD told me about this program because he was calling all his database and telling him about it and created a smart plan and was getting a ton of his clients calling him back asking about the program and just giving them value. So the gentleman's gonna be here talking about how to do that, how to tell your database about it, how to take advantage of it yourself. Why not?
I had a client get it was an older home, they replaced both wall heaters. And they got a brand new one of those thin swamp coolers installed into their house. It was like $2,000 worth of
For
value.
free 99.
Yes, and you don't have to be eligible. So every month when you pay your Edison bill, if you look at it, they're already charging, they take a percentage or a dollar amount and they put it in to a fund. And then in that area, they have to spend that money. So if you live in 93551, you have to spend the money in 93551. So
We don't even need the guy to come.
you
We got it.
really, I mean, this is great, he's gonna come and share it, but And it does sound suspicious, because you,
I was very suspicious.
but
I was
it
like,
works.
this is too good to be true.
I got a nest,
Yeah.
the same
If
thing.
you, they do it on programs, if you are on the, I think it's the WIC program, I say that wrong, but I think if you're on that program and your like AC stops working, they will replace your AC, which I thought was amazing. So, cool things to know about. So come next week, that'll be fun. We'll have some food, we'll have some awards, we'll have some good times.
Can we get that information and talk to somebody?
Yeah, he'll
before
bring
next
it.
week?
Oh, if you want,
I don't know
JD.
it, but JD,
JD?
yeah,
JD.
he had a number of a person that I called on there. All right. Shift and vault. So success in a shifting market with real estate farming. So Gary Keller and Kenny Claus discuss how to prepare with the shift with the geographic farming. Many agents don't take advantage, guys. We have thousands of training videos, thousands of training support from top agents across the nation. If you just go into your KW Connect and you go into education and see what they're doing, they have 3 to 4 classes every week you could jump in. So there's a lot of good stuff. So if you have something specific you're trying to learn about, just jump in on that, okay? And search for it. If you want to learn about farming, search farming. You'll see all sorts of videos, what people are doing, success like that. KW Tech Training Opportunities. So build a 100,000 pipeline in 90 days. It's ideal for gaining a deeper knowledge of how to utilize and implement Command to build successful business by closing more deals. This is also free 99. Free 99. You can scan this if you want to learn how to put $100,000 in your pipeline in 90 days. I suggest going to this class. It's going to teach you how to utilize the technology that we already have to build your downline over the next 90 days. You can sign up for a lot of these classes if you actually go into Command and hit the marketplace. They have a lot of classes and trainings you can jump into to learn more about that. Take advantage.
Did you say free 99?
It's free 99.
Nice.
Free
Right,
99.
no cost,
No,
now,
99,
right?
free, that's not free.
No, it's free 99. Because everything 99 is cheaper. It's not $5, it's $4.99.
Is this in here? Is this in the?
It's through it's through Command. The training will be a digital. All right. Also in Command, guys. So not taking advantage. We have designs in Command. It's like Canva, but they make it easy for you. So if you don't know what to put on your social media, you don't know what to do, you can go in there and see what they've already made. Plug your name in there. Send it out. 2 minutes. You can post right from Command into your social media platform. Schedule it out. You could go schedule out the next year of holidays in Command and schedule when they post and all that fun stuff and have it done. It's pretty cool. Many people aren't taking advantage of it. This is some of the stuff that's coming up. Family reunion. Okay. Family reunion, we normally have to go get plane tickets. We fly across the nation. We get hotels. We have a blast. It's an amazing time. This year, we have to drive an hour and a half down to Anaheim to go enjoy it, which was going to save us lots of money. We don't have to get plane tickets. So family reunion is a lot of fun. It's an $800 ticket, and every year people are surprised that I don't have the money at the time. I'm telling you now, put some money away. If you're taking Bold and you're getting your Bold part back, put that money into an account so you can go to family reunion.
Sell it for $1,299.
They may have raised the prices. I don't know. Are you sure? I think they have early bird pricing where it's cheaper.
That was yesterday.
Okay, I don't know. I didn't know if they raised. That sounds like the prices have been raised. Inflation. Anyways, so save up for it. Put money aside. Put money in the bank or put on the side or whatever you need to do. It's a lot of fun. It's a great training. It's a great way to go network with thousands of other agents. Amazing training. We have a blast. Every year we go and have a really great time. And look, maybe there's Airbnbs if you're trying to save on money and you guys could share an Airbnb or something down there and split rooms, split costs. But we'll have a family reunion task force at the beginning of next year of what we're going to do and have some fun with that. So if you're interested in joining that, we'll keep you updated as we go. But this is your early warning. So save up. Save up, save up, save up, save up, save up. Family reunion attendance versus non-attendance. So if you're attendee of family reunion, you're 69% higher closed volume, 8.44 more closed units, and 78,000 more closed GCIs. Top performers go to family reunion. They're learning based. They're always looking to be better at what they do. Hey, Forbes now it's world's best employer 2022. Keller Williams. Nice. Top 500 franchises. and most profitable franchises. That's KW, that's us guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we're also named the world's best place, or America's best place for women to work. Do you know that?
Yes.
Yes.
It is.
You know that retired us from being able to be qualified for the best training company because we won it 10 years in a row, so we got the gold standard to give it to somebody else? We're a good company. So take pride in that. It's a great job, guys. All right, we're going to play a game. We're going to play Who Am I? All right? I'm going to give you some notes about a person, and you're going to tell me who I am. All right, let's do it. Born in 1890, was the oldest of 3 children. The father died at the age of 5, leaving his younger brother of 3 and his wife 7 months pregnant. Dropped out of high school. At the age of 15, he lied about his age and joined the army and was honorably discharged 4 months later. At the age of 28, while on a business trip, his wife sold all their belongings and took their children to live with their mother. His brother-in-law sent a letter saying he has no business marrying a no-good fellow like you who can't hold a job. The age 1955, at the age of 65, his booming restaurant took a massive hit. Interstate 75 was built, which took traffic off the Route 25, which is where his restaurant was situated. He knew this was the death blow to his business. He sold the restaurant at auction and received just enough to cover his debts. At age 65, after 25 years in the restaurant business, he received his first Social Security check of $105. He had to go over 1,009 restaurants to have his recipe turned down.
I know who it is.
Colonel Sanders.
I know who it is.
Colonel Sanders.
It's Colonel Sanders! A few of us knew who that was.
KFC.
Over 24,000 KFC restaurants worldwide, 4,000 restaurants in the USA, 99% locations franchise plus global count, 4.6 billion in US system sales. That's 65.
Well, that's twice the lottery.
Yeah. 65, he was able to accomplish all that. He was turned down 1,006 times from his recipe. Boy, were those restaurants made a mistake. Right? So he had a lot of challenges in his life, and he was able to overcome to be successful. So I don't want to hear about your excuses. Let's do it again. Born July 31st, 1965, in grade school. She was seated in the dunce row after failing her arithmetic test. After a self-described marriage that is short and catastrophic, she had to get the police to go get her and retrieve her children from her former husband. Moved to a mouse-ridden home living in the government assistance. Quoted saying, grinding effects of poverty coupled with her concern for providing for her daughter as a single parent caused her great hardship. Borrowed $600 to move into a flat in Leith? Sure. Filed restraining order on her ex-husband and moved into a deep depression, even contemplating suicide. Finished her first book in 1995, only to have it rejected by the first 12 publishers. Oh, that's double. I don't know why that doubled. Anyways, so skip the double. Any guesses?
J.K. Rowling.
You guys know your stuff. Sold more than 500 million copies of her books, 11 blockbuster movies, estimated net worth of $1 billion.
Wow, even with the mice. She could do it.
Y'all living with mice?
She's living with mice.
Y'all living with mice?
I mean, maybe like.
Estimated net worth of $1 billion.
Amazing what tenacity and passion can do.
Right.
Her books turned out pretty good. I cannot wait to read those books to my daughter. I love those books. Good for her. Let's do one more. This next guy's a total failure. In 1832, he failed businesses and had to file bankruptcy. 1832, he was defeated for legislator. In 1834, he failed business and had to do bankruptcy again. In 1835, his fiancée died. In 1836, he had a nervous breakdown. In 1838, defeated an election. In 1843, he was defeated for Congress. In 1848, he was defeated for Congress again. In 1855, he was defeated for the U.S. Senate. In 1856, he was defeated for Vice President. And in 1858, he was defeated for the U.S. Senate. What a loser! What a loser! What a loser! Let me ask you, when you think of Lincoln, do you think of all his areas of failure?
No.
What do you think of? One of the best presidents of all time. Lincoln's legacy is based on his momentous achievements. He successfully waged a political struggle and the Civil War that preserved the Union. He ended slavery and created the possibility of civil and social freedom for African Americans. Historically, one of the most historic person in history. Look how many times he failed.
Year after year.
Year after year after. What if he gave up here?
Right.
How many times have you failed? That many?
He had to teach himself to educate.
Makes me feel like I have to.
Yeah.
Embrace
It's
it.
great to fail.
Fail forward.
A lot can go on
Keep
with failing.
I look forward to it.
Are we failing enough?
Really not.
What did Brian say yesterday? I loved it. He said about, don't judge me about how often I fell or how far I fell. Judge me about how quickly I get up and succeed.
Right.
All right, I don't want to hear no whining this next year about the market's so interesting.
Do another.
Yeah, good. Learn. How do we be better? Keep going. By the way, this was fun doing this. I'm going to do more of these. I had a lot of fun putting that together. All right, we're going to jump in a little bit. We're going to not go the full time today because we have ALC, so I'm being cautious of the time. So we're going to jump in a little bit to next year about our goals. So in any real estate business, right, we talked about this before, and they've added the 5th fundamental models to your business. You guys remember the acronym so you can remember what it is? I say it a lot.
Oh, the forward?
Not forward. This is for your economic, or I'm sorry, this is for your real estate business. There's 5 fundamental models that we follow. In Keller Williams, we say a lot, we have models and systems, models and systems, models and systems. And sometimes we go like, well, what are the models? Like, what does that mean, right? So the models, we have 5 models for our real estate businesses that we should all follow because that's what the successful people do. We call it ELBO, so you can remember it. Economic model, economic model. Your lead generation model, your budget model, get it, ELBO, and then your organizational model. And the very last one that they added was your expansion model, because many teams across the nation are expanding to different locations because you will grow to a spot where this valley won't be big enough for you, right? We have a team here expanding down to Orange County. We have teams that have expanded into here. All right? So our economic model, to achieve the amount of net income you desire. So the economic model, we have to know what activities we need to do to achieve what we have to close so we can achieve what we want to achieve and the money that we want to make. So the lead generation model, you will need to generate X number of leads, so the budget model, and spend the X amount of money in specific areas to those efforts to hire the number of people to service it all and to apply the systemized business model in additional locations. So your economic model is focusing on what you have to achieve to get the money you want to make. Many of us just say, I want to make money and be safe, but we don't have a goal of what we want to make. If I want to make $250,000, I want to know exactly how many appointments I need to go on each week to achieve that goal. That is the economic model. Does that sound difficult to know? It's pretty simple. I'm going to show you how you can do it in Command in about 3 minutes and 2 seconds. All right. Lead generation model. You will need to generate X number of leads. So if I know I need to go on so many appointments, how many leads do I need to get to be able to achieve my goals, right? So if I know I need to go on 55 appointments next year, well, I might need to generate about 4,000 leads to get those appointments. How would I know that?
Numbers, maybe?
If you know your numbers, right? How many leads did you generate last year? How many deals did you get? It's a good place to start. Gotta track our numbers, right? Budget model. How much money am I gonna spend? How's your budget looking? Poor Amon is doing our budget the last few days because we have to know what our budget looks like over the next year. Your businesses need to have a budget, right? Then our organizational model, who are we gonna hire, when are we gonna hire to continue to give the service that we're gonna give? Eventually you get to a point you will not be able to give the service you wanna give because you'll be way too busy to do it, right? So you need to be able to hire people to make your business grow. And then obviously our expansion model is when you're ready to go outside the other areas and re-put your systems in another area and get the same sort of results that you've been getting. So I'm going to show you our economic model and how easy it is for us to do it. That's the wrong one. In Command. And how you could do it in just a few minutes and you'll know exactly what you need to do to achieve your goals. All right. We all know Command, right?
Yes.
Yes. Our favorite part of every business owner is our reports. We want to see how our business is doing. How many of you guys have ever even clicked in reports? A few of us.
I've never even clicked in Command. What are you talking about?
Marvin, I told you to wait outside. Okay, in our reports, we have our goals. And you'll see right here, you have your 2022 goals, and you have your 2023 goals. Then right next to that, it says goal setting. Click there. And then we'll get started in doing our goals. So what this is going to do, guys, is take our percentages that we put in based off what we do in our business and spit out exactly how many appointments we need to go on each week to achieve our goals. So how much do we want to make in 2023? 450,000?
Any better?
Enter Mike.
Is it not working? There it goes. Okay. 450,000. All right, you're going to do $450,000 in annual profit. What were your expenses last year to do a business that did $450,000?
Asking me right now.
Well, you gave me a number,
I was just giving a number
450,000.
to be participant.
Okay. Well,
Amy?
typically, if you're running a really effective business, you're going to be about 30% of that in expenses. You're going to be roughly about 30%. So what's 30% of 450? 150?
135.
I don't know what's going on with the keyboard, but. Okay. What's our cost to sell at 450? Who knows what the cost to sell is?
30% again.
Roughly, you'd want it to be about 30% if you're running a millionaire style business. So your cost to sell is anything that costs you to make the sale. So let's say I'm a rainmaker, I have a team, and I have an agent on my team, and I have to pay that agent 50% of the commission or whatever that split is. That would be a cost of sale. The brokerage cost of sale is $21.99 if you add royalty plus cap. Make sense? So roughly, we would probably, if we're doing 450,000, we would probably want to be right near the 30-40 mark. So 30% cost of sales, 30% expenses, and then our goal annual profit would be 450,000.
Maybe you need to explain the difference between expenses and cost of sales.
So your expenses are anyone that you have on salary, your rent, your cell phone bill, any expense that would come out anyways, right? Your cost of sale is when you close the transaction, what came away from it. It's the easiest way to think about it. So your broker split, that's a cost of sale. If you're giving a split to an agent on your team, that's a cost of sale. Make sense? Expense is, no matter what, you gotta pay it every month. You gotta pay your rent.
Coaching.
You gotta pay your cell phone. You gotta pay your car payment or whatever for your business. Or your motorhome that you bought for your business. I didn't do that. Okay, so listing business, are you 50% listings taken, Becky? Are you 30% listings, 60%, 70% buyers? What is your split in listings to buyers? 60 listings?
Yeah.
60% listings and then 40% buyer? Are you doing any leases? No, that would be in there. So what's your average commission that you're making on these sales? Our average in the Antelope Valley, we're about 9,500.
9,500.
Okay. Is that on listings? Making more, making less? What are you looking at him on? Is that your cheat code? You're making up numbers, I'm coming to you.
She's talking to her accountant.
9,500.
9,500. Buyers are probably getting a little bit less, and you're gonna get back up to 3% on buyers as the market continues to shift, but it was 2% a lot of last year, so maybe 2.5, so maybe you're getting closer to 8,500? 8,000?
8,000.
Okay. All right.
Should take a picture of this version.
Just take pictures of it. All right,
It's
so,
recorded, right?
yeah, it's recorded. So if you guys, here's the truth, is most of us don't know our numbers. That's a problem. It's not okay. But they do have an easy button if you don't know your numbers. You could use the recommended rates. This is your conversion rates. If you know your numbers, if you knew for how many leads that you got, you converted into an appointment, you could use that number. How many contacts that you made to get an appointment, how many appointments you need to go on before you could get that appointment set, how many appointments kept, your percentage of agreement signed, and a percentage you put into contract. If you don't, you can just use the numbers provided at the 75%. We hit continue. So here it breaks down for me. If I want to net $450,000 to my family, I need to get $720,000 of GCI, gross commission income. My cost of sales at $135,000 because maybe I have a couple agents working with me. My operating expenses are about $135,000, 60/40, and my average commission.
And that's on a 5% conversion ratio?
That would be at a 5% conversion ratio from the leads that you get. All right. So now for 2023, my goals are going to be set into here. And if I keep track and I actually use Command at a high level, it's going to tell me what I need to do each week to maintain when I'm on track for my goals. So I'm going to need about 100,000 leads if I don't have any. So I'm going to have to go buy a ton of leads online if I'm starting a brand new business to make $450,000. I'm going to have about 5,000 contacts. I'm going to need to do 258 appointments. I'm going to have 190 of those 3 people show up. I'm going to have to get 145 agreements signed, and I'm going to have to get 109 under contract to close 81 deals. If I close 81 deals, I'll reach my goal of netting $450,000. So now I know, obviously we use big numbers here, so if you're not going to be using as big numbers, you don't have big expenses, they'll be smaller. But we know exactly what I need to go do to keep track. And if I use Command at a high level, it'll keep track of this as I go. My profit tracker will keep track of where I'm at. My appointments will keep track of where I'm at. My contacts will keep track of where I'm at. So I'll know where I'm at with my goals. This is the first piece of any business of your economic model. I need to know how many leads, how many contacts, how many appointments, so I can get what I need to get. Make sense?
Absolutely.
You can even break it down to this month. No, I didn't do any yet. So you could break it down for each month and show where you're at, buyers, everything, and I think you could even compare to all agents in the market center, in the state, the top producers. I recommend you always compare yourself to the top producers because you want to see what they're doing to keep on track. It also keeps track of your activities breakdown. So if you use Command and you mark your activities every time you do it, it'll keep track of exactly what you're doing to try to meet your goal right here at the
Garrett,
Yeah.
if I need help setting this up, who can I go to?
Mike! My man Mike. He will be here and maybe we'll teach us again more of a hands-on workshop so you guys can come in and do it together. But it really, if you just put in your numbers, if you know what your conversions are and you go through it, it doesn't take long at all and you'll know exactly what you need to do to hit your goals. Sound good? Sound good. Any questions? Mesmerized. Everyone's like,
Everyone's in awe.
I'm in awe.
We are
5% is actually good. National conversion ratio is 2% right now.
So if they're cold leads, it's going to be different. So if you average your cold leads from when your friend calls you and says, hey, my buddy, that's a lead also. So that conversion is much higher than a internet lead that you paid for. So if you average out all the leads that you get, it's about 5%.
That's awesome.
That's just roughly. And right, your business might be different. That's why it's very important to track your numbers. Every lead that you get, where it came from, so you go back and look and you realize your numbers are significantly higher. You won't have to, you'll have a better idea of what you truly need to do to make that work. All right, I believe that's it for today. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week for more awards, food, fun, fellowship. Worship? I'm just kidding, we're not doing worship, but it would be nice. One day we should do worship. That'd be cool. I'll sing for you guys. It'll be such a blessing. You'll be like, oh my God,
I love that.
I'm never coming back. My ears hurt. They're bleeding. Oh, anyone that wants to make a donation for the food with $10, there's a QR code that was fixed. You're welcome to scan and do that. Thank you guys. I have ALC next, so you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Yeah.
Hey, Garrett.